Hey YouTube, it's me. This video is about names. Mainly because since I started this transition, or even began to start this transition, I've always gone by Kristen. I was Kristen. I wear the same clothes actually that I wear, except for now I have to buy bigger sizes. But I was Kristen. So now I've been like, okay, switching names. And I first started with Casey because when I was a kid, that's what I always wanted people to call me. And then I branched out and was like, well, Casey will be a nickname of something. And so then I came up with Kai. And then I came up with Caden, as well as numerous other names. Well, it all boils down to the fact that I can't even commit to a name, because even in these YouTube videos, I think I've been making them for probably 2 weeks, I've been going by Caden. I had decided upon Caden. I've had everyone that's been calling me Casey, or Kai, or, Kristen, Christian, switched to, Casey or Kai, or now Caden. But now I'm going back and forth on names still, and I can't help but wonder if it's like an identity crisis. In a lot of ways it feels like it kind of is, but I just don't quite know how to just commit to a name, because there's always these awesome names that come to mind, and I'm like, well, this is gonna stay with me forever, so I have to pick the right one. And then I end up changing my mind. So I've decided, without fail, Casey will always be a nickname to go by, so that in the interim I can try to figure out what my name is. But I just can't figure out, do other people experience the same thing? Am I trying to change from Kristen very far into it? I don't quite know. But it makes it very hard to, 1, tell people what to call me, 2, actually get used to it, own it, and introduce myself as it, whatever that name is. And yeah, that's about it. That's plenty hard, all of that. So yeah, so that's what today's been about. And getting the $500 deposit in to Dr. Brownstein so that I can have chest surgery in a year from now, assuming that I can come up with another $8,000, which I'm sure I'll figure out. But, I'll figure it out how. This is Chibi. He's our baby. And he is a baby. But, yeah. So I'm just kind of wondering, do people other than me just change their name at whim? I've got it kind of dialed in. I want the name to start with a K. I want it to be softer, not too hard. Kind of reflective or who I am. But I can't quite dial it in on what I want it to be. And part of me just wants to spread the name, different names in different places, because I already have, I even talked to Leon. I was like, so should I just keep going with Caden and have it be my YouTube pen name, And she's like, baby, it's up to you. And I'm like, I have no idea. But then I don't want it to be I'm not being true to myself, but then myself is rather fluid at the moment. I change every single day. So it's quite it's quite an interesting time, and I'm just wondering how do you guys deal with this? How do partners? I mean, not every other, but every other week I'm changing my name. Like, Casey. And so the only thing she can come up with is boyfriend. Like, because that was on the show that we used to watch a lot. But, because that's sticks. So, anyway. Just wondering if, anybody else experiences this, and what do you do? Like, how do you pick that perfect name for you when there's so many names in the world, and there's, like, a zillion people that have each and every name? So it's not like you're reinventing the wheel necessarily, but you just want it to be that name that fits you, but then you're, like, consistently reinventing yourself. So, anyway, just wondering if anybody else experiences that also, and hope everything's going awesome. Alright.